versions of funk samples. And what I had to do was come home. I had to come home, sit still, go in No Face, No Case studios, get my exercise up, so okay, I'm confident I can do this. Go to Stankonia, where it all started for me. Reconnect spiritually with that booth, reconnect spiritually with that room. Ray Murray has been such a tremendous help in making this album. Ray didn't even land a beat on the album. He would just come down, sit with me and Cuz, listen, say, change the drums. Drums too East Coasty. That's not what you're doing. You're trying to make a Southern album. He never stopped reminding us the entire process. You are Southern. I don't give a fuck how famous you became doing rap that people would consider deep in some way hip hop based. And when I say hip hop, you know, Atlanta cold word from New York. You are Southern, and he challenged us on that. And the more I got into the music that reminded me of the musicians in the little Pentecostal churches my grandmother would take us to, the more I got around the music that reminded me of Curtis Mayfield, of the Isles, the music that my mom would listen to with me, the more I felt, finally I found me in this style. When me and Cuz went out to LA, I felt like we had one of the greatest mixtapes in the world, and then No ID was like, man, I've been waiting for you to finally decide to come out here. So now we're going to show you how to take these great thoughts and ideas you have and put them to people to help bring them fully to life. And it basically go back to church. This is the story of a prodigal son. You know, I was raised in the deep South. I was raised right, as the old folks say. I got caught up in the streets, as the old folks say. You know, I took the gospel to the streets, and the streets taught me something to go back to church and pray about. But the sound is definitely out of the spirit of the South. It's definitely out of the spirit of church and soul. You know, I would have liked to have made Pimp C proud. I would like for him to call us a country rap team. You know, I'm trying my best to show in homage what Ball and G have meant to me musically, what Outkast has meant to me musically. You know, I'm trying my best to show what Suave House and Rap A Lot, Luke Skywalker records, how they influenced me, and at the same time, give people a brand new version, stripped down, naked in the middle of the church. This is Michael. This is Michael at a Christian as a baby. You know, my sister, Sharika, sent me a picture of myself at 1 week old a couple of days ago. And I was like, wow, this little bitty, fragile little human being on this mattress has grown into a man that has his own little human beings now, that's responsible for people and staff. So for me, this music is a homecoming of a prodigal son.
When you talk about chasing your sound for your entire career,
yeah.
I'm curious about it. At the outset of your career, you had one of the most phenomenal rookie seasons, I think, of any artist.
I had it, yeah.
You had a Grammy for your first single,
yeah.
The Whole World, and you had 2 songs with Jay-Z.
Yeah.
And then you put out Monster at the height of Outkast, sort of pinnacle. I'm curious, when you reflect back, do you feel like you were ready for that platform?
I don't reflect back, because that's how you turn into a pillar of salt. That's a story out of Lot's life, where as God had angels destroy the city, the only commandment he told him was don't look back. And you know, you get curious, God, why you tell me? But it brings the bitterness, it brings the ego and the insecurity out of you. So I never looked back. All I did was kept going forward. I appreciate